Hello dear students, greetings to all. Chapter 6 Verb. Verb is a word that indicates an action or state of being. Let us learn more about verb. We cannot form sentences or questions without verbs except exclamatory sentences. We can make exclamatory sentences without verb, but we cannot make any other sentence without verb. Verb tells us what a person, an animal, or a thing does. For example, fish swim in water. In this sentence, the subject is fish, and what the fish is doing? The fish is swimming. Fish swim in water. So the action word is swim. So a verb tells us what a person or an animal or a thing does. It also tells us what is done to a person, an animal, or a thing. For example, a snake is killed by Ramu. So here the action is done to snake. And the next function of a verb is that state of being. Let us look at some examples. I love my new roller skates. I am a boy. He is a teacher. In these types of sentences, the verb tells us the state of nouns or pronouns. Verb tells us the state of being of a person, animal, or a thing. And the next point that we are going to look is transitive and intransitive verb. Transitive means a verb that takes an object is called a transitive verb. If I explain it very simply, if there is an object in a sentence, it is transitive. If there is no object and if the meaning is complete, then it is intransitive. And how do we find out the subject, verb, object? So we have seen that the verb is identified by looking at what the person has done or what it is done to a person. For that, we have to look at the action word in the sentence. And how do we find out the subject? We have to ask the question, who? Who did that action? For example, she folded the newspaper. Who folded the newspaper? She. She is the subject. What is the action word there? Folded. So folded is the verb. Now, we have to find out the object. Dear students, listen very carefully. To find out the object, we have to ask the question what or whom. What she folded? The answer is the newspaper. So the object of this sentence is newspaper. The newspaper complete the meaning of the sentence. If you read she folded only, we don't get a complete meaning. So in order to complete the meaning of this sentence, we required an object also. She folded the newspaper. So that means the verb is transitive in this sentence as there is object in the sentence. Now let us look what is intransitive. The train has arrived. For example, the train has arrived. He worked very hard. In these sentences, the verbs arrived and worked do not take objects to complete their meaning. Without the object, these sentences are complete. Its meaning is clear. And such type of sentences are called, or such types of verbs are called intransitive verbs or intransitive sentence. If you look at the definition, a verb that does not take an object is called an intransitive. And the next thing is subject-verb agreement. So we have seen what is subject and what is verb. The very basic rule for subject-verb agreement is that if the subject is a singular, the verb also should be in singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be in plural. But there are some exceptions also, and sometimes there can be more than one subject in a sentence. We are going to look those types of sentences. There are 10 rules given in our book. The first rule, when two singular subjects are connected by or, nor, either or neither nor, we use a singular verb. For example, either Raghav or Shreya is going to participate in the competition. In this sentence, there are two singular subjects, Raghav and Shreya, and the verb is going to participate. Is going is the main verb. And we have to look at the rule. When two singular subjects are connected by or, nor, either or neither nor. Here it is these two singular subjects are connected with either or. and then we have to use singular verb. That is the rule. So here the answer will be is going. Even though there are two singular subjects, we are not using plural verb. We are not saying it like this, either Raghav or Shreya are going to participate. That is wrong. The correct one is either Raghav or Shreya is going to participate in the competition. Now the second rule. When singular and plural subjects are joined by neither nor or either or, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. For example, neither Adhya nor her friends have the file. So here the subjects are Adhya and her friends. The first subject is singular and the second subject is plural. So the rule is that when it is joined by neither nor or either or, we have to look at the second subject, or we have to look at the subject nearest to the verb. So here the subject nearest to the verb is her friends, and her friends is plural, so we have to use plural verb, and it is used have the file. If it was singular, it will be used has, but has is wrong, and the correct one is have the file. And the next rule, when two or more singular nouns are joined by and but refers to the same person or suggest one idea, we use a singular verb. For example, the research and development is being led by Mr. Boss. In this sentence, there are two nouns, research and development. Both are singular nouns, but it is talking about one idea, so we are using singular verb. The next example is, the great scholar and poet is dead. Here, the great scholar and poet is the same person, so we are using singular verb. If it is two different persons, we will be using the definite article the before the second subject also. That means it can be the great scholar and the poet are going to hospital. So if it is talking about two different persons, then there will be definite article with both subjects, and then we have to use plural verb. And here it is used only one definite article at the beginning of the first subject, and so it is talking about just only one person, and it will be singular verb. The next rule is, when two subjects are joined by expressions like with, as well as, along with, or besides, the verb agrees with the first subject. For example, the head girl along with the members of the student council was interviewed. In this sentence, the first subject is head girl and the second one is members of the student council. So here one is the singular and the other one is plural. So in these cases, and it is joined with along with. In these types of situations, we have to look at the first subject. Here the first subject is head girl and it is in singular. So we have to use singular verb was. Let us look at another example. The girls as well as the boys are playing basketball. Here the two subjects are joined with as well as, and the first subject is the girls and the second subject is the boys. Here both are plural nouns and we have to look at the first subject, and that is plural. So we have to use plural verb in the sentence, are playing basketball. The next rule is, we use singular verbs with everyone, each, everybody and nobody. For example, nobody is going to the party. Each worker has got a bonus. The next rule is, however, both, few, several and many take plural verbs. For example, few children were playing in the park. After few children, we shall not use singular verb. We have to use plural. So whenever the words like both, few, several, many are used in the sentence, we have to use plural verb. The next rule is, we usually use singular verbs with nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning. So the words like in mathematics, physics looks like plural, but it is in singular. So we have to use singular verb. Mathematics is compulsory till class 10. Let us look at another example regarding the collective nouns. We use the singular verbs with collective nouns depending on whether the speaker is talking about the group or its individual. If it is talking about one group, we have to use singular. If it is talking about individuals, then we have to use plural verb. The committee is in agreement with the government. The committee is a collective noun and it is considered as one group. So we have to use singular verb. The members of the team are in disagreement. Here it is used the word team is collective noun and it is used talking about individual members. So we have to use plural verb. The next rule is we use singular verbs with the units of measurement, sums of money, periods of time. For example, 10 years, 5 lakhs, 10 grams, 30% of the study duration. So whatever it is, all these words like 10 years, 10 rupees, 5 lakhs, these looks like plural, but we are using singular verb after units of measurement, sums of money, periods of time. The final rule which we have in this chapter is we use singular verbs for names of books, magazines, newspapers and films. Sometimes the books' names can be plural or it looks like plural. For example, Three Musketeers. The word looks like plural and it is plural, but as it is the name of a book, we have to use singular verb. The Three Musketeers is written by Alexander Dumas. The next one, the Netherlands is a beautiful country. The name of the place, it's a name of a place, but it looks like a plural, Netherlands. But we have to use singular verb along with this one. So dear students, these are the important 10 rules of subject-verb agreement. You have to learn it by heart and practice it. Have a nice day. God bless you.